Hello everyone. With the advent of AI, the world has been divided into two camps. On the one side, we have majority of 99% people who fear and dread of AI. They are living in the constant fear of getting obsolete and they are feeling overwhelmed. On the other hand, there is the 1% elite club who are actually riding this wave. They are able to get the best of the offers and are able to impress everybody, including their peers, professors, and counterparts. If you are the one who belongs to the first group and would like to jump the ship and be the part of the elite group, this is your best opportunity. In this video, I am going to talk about 5 key skills that these elite group deploys that makes them in the top 1% implementers and adopters of AI. And trust me, the last one is often the least talked about but the most crucial skill in this. So here's your chance to jump the ship, and are you ready to go? Let's get started. The first skill that these elite group deploys is the AI workflow architect. What that simply means is, let's take an example. A beginner in AI is still struggling with trying to identify what tool to go with. They probably use one at max two tools for all their tasks. An intermediate person would most likely know that there is a workflow, so that requires multiple use of AI tools in a sequence to get things done in a most optimized way. But the elite group or the most advanced users of AI these days, they have mastered themselves in the art of deploying AI agents. They use agentic workflows to increase and reach infinite productivity for that matter. What that means is, simply take an example of, let's say you want to create a YouTube video. So instead of just going randomly to chatgpt and asking that for a script, then maybe going to Midjourney or other tools, asking them for creating images out of it, and also working on thumbnails and other designs, you can actually use an AI agent and specify all the repetitive tasks in your workflow, so that from ideation, starting from searching and scripting to creating thumbnails to even writing a detailed description, all of them is done by an AI agent in a single click. And this is very much easy with the advent of new agents like the one that is ChatGPT agent mode that has been created nowadays. So the real message over here is to actually try and deploy AI agents as much as possible in the repetitive tasks that we do. That actually opens up the possibility of scaling and infinite production. The next attribute of the elite 1% group is being a source checker. Let's be honest, AI are known for hallucination. They are one of the most confident liars to say so. They speak about anything which does not even exist at times. Therefore, it becomes important that we cross-validate whatever is being mentioned by AI in its output. And this is where the people excel, who are actually at the top of the game. What that essentially means is that, let's say you have run any output from, let's say, ChatGPT, you can go to corresponding to, let's say, Gemini, and ask it to critique it and criticize it and try to find what all could be the shortcomings of it. Or you can even go to tool like, say, like Perplexity, and ask it to share all the facts that have been generated in the output of ChatGPT with the relevant sources to see if the facts can be cross-validated through credible sources or not. Or for that matter, if you are actually sure of what sources to take in creating output, the best way would be to use a tool, let's say like Notebook LM, and try to see with the attached sources only that it is creating output, because Notebook LM is known to be a great synthesizer. So with making a use of that tool, you can do more factual output generation. So by following these type of techniques, you can also make sure that the output you are creating has the least amount of hallucination possible. The next skill would be that of being a model specialist. Now, there are so many tools that are available in the market, and every day a new thing comes up. Therefore, it becomes very important for us to have at least a basic idea of some of the key tools that exist in the market, what their speciality and functionalities are, so that basis the tasks that we need to perform, we can pick and choose which tool would be best. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to be an expert in every tool, but at least have a basic idea of top 4 or 5 tools that exist in the market, and each have their own speciality. Let's talk by an example. An average AI user would probably look forward to ChatGPT for most of its tasks. A person who has a good idea about different AI tools would know that ChatGPT is probably a general specialist. So it is good for writing emails and general tasks, making generative AI. But if you want to run your analysis on specific documents, you would need a tool like Notebook LM, which is a great synthesizer and it searches only into the sources attached to it. On the other side, if you want a tool which can crawl into the web and get you the most accurate information out of it, a tool like Perplexity would be great. Claude has its own speciality where it can generate a more humanized type output and a writing that gives more of a human touch to it. Whereas Gemini is known as for its building capability, it can create dashboard, coding, and a lot of things on the go. Even the Nano Banana is known for its excellent image editing. So if you have some basic idea about which tool to use, that will make your a lot more easier, and the output will be a lot better compared to generic ChatGPT output. Now, the next skill that we're going to talk about is vibe coding. This is a very commonly talked about topic and quite popular term these days. What it essentially means is that you can use AI to not only just do generative tasks but also create codes, and AI can actually create apps, websites, and dashboards in minutes. Not that doesn't mean that you will become a full stack developer in a split of a second, but that essentially means is that you can at least create your prototypes or vibe test your ideas by the help of AI tool, generate the codes for it, maybe do a bit of testing and tweaks to it to get the modules attached and the functional flow started, and then you can sort of test your ideas alongside with it, and once it is done you can obviously go forward with the full scale deployment. This opens up infinite opportunities for everybody, even somebody who doesn't have an background from technology can actually use AI nowadays to develop a prototype for their maybe a website for their business, and at least get started and get going. Now, as we've talked about 4 skills, I'm going to talk about the fifth and the most important skill as I promised. And this skill is none other than human intelligence. Yes, you heard it right. With the exponential use of AI into everyday's work, it becomes even more important how we use human intelligence to complement that. What that essentially means is that AI is good is knowing the who and how about it, but it doesn't know the reason of what and why. And this is where it becomes equally important that we use our human intelligence. And this is where the top 1% group is excelling. So what that actually means is that we are in a position to actually curate and look at the different AI models outputs and compare and see what one works best for us. And alongside with it, we are also able to give a human touch to the output, use our own intelligence and give a taste and flavor of our own creativity to the output. So not just use it as it is, but modify it, customize it as per our understanding, our domain expertise, at the very least our creative side of it, and share that output with our follow-up chains or the clients whoever we are dealing with. And lastly, we have the ability and the knack to realize when not to use AI. Take a very common example, like whenever you're creating something, try to first create a first draft from your side and then ask AI to modify it. Or alternatively, you can even ask, let's say, AI to create a draft, but then alongside with it, share your own writing in this example and ask AI to modify it as per your style. That way, you're able to complement that and not use AI randomly and abruptly in all the situations. So if you follow these 5 skills, that will make you, definitely get into the top 1% of the elite. I hope you like this video. Please click and subscribe for the channel, and I see you guys in the next video. Thank you.